Namaskar. Welcome back to our channel. We have something truly special for all the aspirants out there preparing for the AIB exam. And today I will discuss all these crucial topics in detail. हमारे चैनल पे आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपके लिए कुछ बहुत ही खास लेकर आए हैं, खासकर उन सभी उम्मीदवारों के लिए जो AIB परीक्षा की तैयारी कर रहे हैं। मैं इन सभी महत्वपूर्ण विषयों पर विस्तार से चर्चा करूंगा। मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में ही बोलूं, जिससे कि मैक्सिमम एस्पिरेंट्स के पास तक ये वीडियो पहुंचे। Have you been looking for a comprehensive resource to help you ace the AIB? Well, your search ends here. We are thrilled to introduce our latest offering, a detailed 70-page PDF that's packed with everything you need to know for the AIB. हम आपके लिए एक विस्तृत 70 पेजेस की पीडीएफ लेकर आए हैं, जिसमें एआईबी की तैयारी के लिए आवश्यक हर जानकारी शामिल है हमारे हिसाब से, जो हमने कोशिश करी है। सो डाउनलोड योर 70 पेज एआईबी नोट्स नाउ। दिस इनक्रेडिबल डॉक्यूमेंट इंक्लूड्स ऑल अबाउट एआईबी, गेट अ कंप्लीट अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द एग्जाम एंड इट्स फॉर्मेट। परीक्षा के बारे में पूरी जानकारी, इसका प्रारूप, सब कुछ आपको इसी वीडियो में मिल जाएगा। और इससे ज्यादा क्या चाहिए। Syllabus of AIB, an in-depth look at the syllabus so you can focus your preparation effectively. Syllabus का गहन अवलोकन, ताकि आप अपनी तैयारी को प्रभावी ढंग से केंद्रित कर सकें। Approx 350 case laws, important case laws mentioned in one-liners that are concise and easy to remember. महत्वपूर्ण केस लॉ जो याद करने में आसान और संक्षिप्त हैं। Approx 250 legal maxims. We have defined legal maxims in simple one-liners to help you grasp these concepts quickly. Approx 100 abbreviations, a list of abbreviations commonly used in legal language, all in one place. कानूनी भाषा में आमतौर पर उपयोग की जाने वाले संक्षिप्त की सूची एक ही स्थान पे आपको मिल जाएगी। Approx 600 important questions, जो कि पिछले 10 सालों के एग्जामिनेशंस के आधार पे हैं, एग्जामिनेशंस में पूछे गए हैं। यस, यू हर्ड दैट राइट, 600 इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस दैट हैव बीन आस्क्ड इन प्रीवियस एग्जाम्स एंड सम न्यू वंस टू। 600 महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न जो पहले 10 सालों की परीक्षाओं में पूछे गए हैं। अप्रॉक्स 25 लीगल टर्म्स, क्लियर एंड कंसाइज मीनिंग ऑफ एसेंशियल लीगल टर्म्स दैट एवरी लॉ स्टूडेंट मस्ट नो। दैट इज नॉट वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट, बट स्टिल इट वुड बी वर्केबल। Essential notes to ace your AIB. This document is designed to be your go-to resource as you prepare for the AIB exam, whether you are revising case laws, legal maxims, or simply brushing up on important legal terms. This PDF has got you covered. यह डॉक्यूमेंट आपकी AIB परीक्षा की तैयारी के लिए आपका सबसे भरोसेमंद संसाधन बन सकता है, चाहे आप केस लॉ को दोहरा रहे हो, कानूनी सूत्रों का अध्ययन कर रहे हो, या बस महत्वपूर्ण कानूनी शब्दों को ताजा कर रहे हो। यह पीडीएफ आपकी मदद करने के लिए तैयार है। गेट योर कॉपी नाउ, लिंक इन डिस्क्रिप्शन। अभी डाउनलोड करें। डिटेल डिस्कशन ऑन AIB टॉपिक्स स्टार्ट्स नाउ, सो स्टिक अराउंड एज वी गो थ्रू ईच ऑफ दीज टॉपिक्स इन डिटेल. By the end of this video, you will have a much clearer understanding of what to expect in the AIB and how to prepare effectively. So let's start. Firstly, we should discuss all about AIBE. That is about Bar Council of India. So what is Bar Council of India? So Bar Council of India is a legal body established under the Advocates Act 1961 by the Parliament. It's headquartered in Delhi. BCI is responsible for regulating legal practice and professional standards in India. BCI governs law adequations, sets course structures, coordinates state bar boards, and conducts the All India Bar Examination. About All India Bar Examination, it has been conducted by BCI for granting the certificate of practice to eligible advocate in India, tests advocates on substantive and procedural law. Actually, it should be held twice a year to assess skill and at a significant level and establish a minimum benchmark for legal practices, but unfortunately ये साल में 2 बार नहीं हो पाता है। एक बार ही AIB हो जाए वो बहुत है। BCI's responsibility, regulatory functions include disciplinary, jurisdiction, formulation of professional ethics and standards for legal education, admits and recognizes law school and universities for law degrees, provides welfare schemes for economically weaker and physically disabled advocates. ये AIB के बारे में कुछ चीजें थी जो हमें जानने की जरूरत है. Now let's come on enrollment and certification part. Enrollment panel verifies candidates applications and issues certificate of enrollment, of course after passing of AIB exam. Once you will successful AIB candidates receive certificate of practice from BCI qualifying them to practice law in India. जब आप पास हो जाओगे AIB के एग्जाम को, then you will get the certificate of practice. मे बी 1 साल बाद आपको वो मिल जाएगा. Now eligibility about the AIB. Applicant must be an Indian resident, should hold a law degree, either 3-year LLB or 5-year integrated LLB from a recognized university. 5-year integrated LLB means a BA LLB or sort of any other LLB. Must be registered with any state bar council. State bar council में registration compulsory है. Should possesses a supporter ID card or registration card from the state bar council. आपको bar council का एक ID card या फिर सपोर्टिंग आईडी कार्ड की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी जो कि टेम्पररी बेसिस पे भी आपको मिल जाता है एज वंस यू विल रजिस्टर इन द बार काउंसिल. नो एज लिमिट फॉर AIB कैंडिडेट्स एज इफ नाउ. नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन द नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स एज इफ नाउ. BCI has specified minimum marks for qualifying the AIB, that is 40% for SC ST and 45% for general. Please recheck as these may change or update time to time. AIB form filling requirements. Candidates must ensure they meet the eligibility criteria set by BCI before submitting their applications. Required documents include proof of Indian residency, law degree, certificate, state bar council enrollment, and supporter ID or registration card. Supporter ID is always as your individual ID, government ID basically. Applicants need to provide accurate and verifiable information in the application form. Scan photo and signature, category certificate if applicable, disability certificate if applicable. Now let's understand about the AIB application fees. That is, applicants are required to pay a special application fees. That is, AIB 2023 was INR 3,500 for general and OBC candidates and INR 2,500 for SC ST candidates to complete the registration process. The exact fee amount is determined by the Bar Council of India and is subject to change. The payment can usually be made through online offline modes such as credit debit cards or net banking and in the BCI. How to register for AIB exam? Visit the official AIB website at the mentioned link. Click on the registration link, fill out the AIB registration form. After registration, complete the AIB application form, upload a scanned copy of your photograph, signature, self-attested registration certificate and self-attested picture ID in the prescribed format and size. Choose the test language and indicate your preference for the AIB test city. Pay the AIB application fee online or offline. The AIB admit card will be available online on the AIB website just a week before the exam. To download the admit card, visit the official AIB website, click on the admit card download link, log in using your registration number and password and then download the admit card. Important note, it is advisable for candidate to thoroughly review the AIB application guidelines provided by BCI to ensure a smooth and successful submissions. Any discrepancies or inaccuracies in the application may result in rejection or disqualification. Now let's talk about the syllabus. The paper includes 100 objective type questions from 19 subjects which need to answer in 3 hours with the help of Bareacts or individual's knowledge. The subject and few main topics along with the number of questions are as follows. Constitutional laws, 10 questions, where silent features of the Indian constitutions, fundamental rights, legislative process, directive principles of state policy, emergency powers, and about the federalism. Another subject is IPC, which is now become Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill 2023, which has been implemented since 1st July 2024. Generally, 8 questions used to be come from this subject, that is from general principles of crime, principles of criminal liability, criminal act by several persons or groups, section 34 to 38, offences affecting human life, criminal trespass, chapter 16 and 17. Another subject is Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC, which is now become Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita Bill 2023. You may expect 10 questions from this subject, and the topics include the introductory and pre-trial process, salient features of the juvenile justice, salient features of the Probation of Offenders Act, criminal rules and practices. Another subject is Code of Civil Procedure, which is called CPC. You may expect 10 questions from that subject. That is difference between procedural law and substantive law, suits in particular cases, appearance and examination of parties such as discovery, inspection and production of documents. Evidence Act, Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023. 8 questions you may expect that. The difference between substantive law and procedural law, central conceptions in the law of evidence, relevancy and admissibility of confessions, character evidence, etc. ADR, alternate dispute redressal, including Arbitration Act. 4 questions you may expect from this subject. In this one, different disputes resolution methods such as inquisitorial and adversarial, and another methods like arbitration, conciliations, negotiation and mediations. Family law, you may expect 8 questions. Hindu law, Hindu undivided family, inheritance and succession, and the law relating to the Hindu minority and guardianship. Public interest litigation, you may expect 4 questions from this one. Concept of public interest litigation in India, procedural law in the public interest litigation, judicial activism to Public Interest Litigation Act, role of the judiciary in the enforcement of right through public interest litigation, and social action litigation. Another subject is administrative law. You may expect 3 questions. Nature and scope of administrative law, the judicial power of administration, corporation and public undertakings. And another subject is professional ethics and cases of professional misconduct under BCI rules. This is one of the important subject. You may expect the 4 questions from this subject, and the topics which may cover in that one is the legal professions and its responsibilities, the duty of the court, selected major Supreme Court judgments, and selected opinions of the Bar Council of India. And other subject is company law. You may expect 2 questions. The Companies Act of 1956, AOA, issues of shares, SEBI Act 1992, FEMA Act 1999. Another subject is environmental law. 2 questions you may expect from this subject. That is, the essential topics under environmental law are the idea of the environment, environmental policy and law, prevention and control of pollution, biological diversity and legal order, and the Environment Protection Act of 1986. Another important subject is cyber law. You may expect 2 questions. Fundamentals of cyberspace, intellectual property issues, cyberspace, Indian penal law and cyber crimes, obscenity and pornography, change in Indian laws, digital evidence investigation and adjudication issues, labor and industrial laws. You may expect 4 questions. The Industrial Disputes Act of 1947, the Trade Unions Act of 1926, Labor Welfare Legislation, and the Minimum Wages Act of 1948. Another important subject is law of tort, including the Motor Vehicle Acts and Consumer Protection Law. You may expect 5 questions from these subjects, which includes these topics: the general conditions of liability in tort, Justification of tort, remedies and damages, personal capacity, Consumer Protection Act 1986. Now another subject is law related to taxations. You may expect the 4 questions. The important topics under the AIB syllabus are direct tax, indirect taxes, customs and duties. Land Acquisitions Act, 2 questions you may expect from this subject. Preliminary investigation, publication of the preliminary notification, payment of damages, declaration of intended acquisitions, award by the collector, temporary acquisition of land and acquisition of land for companies. Another important subject is intellectual property laws. You may expect 2 questions from this subject, which includes introductory aspects, patents, trademarks, geographical indications, and Indian copyright law. Last, the subject is law of contract, specific relief property law, negotiable instrument act. You may expect 8 questions from these subjects, which includes validity, discharge and performance of contract law, remedies and quasi-contracts, specific contract, bailment and pledge, doctrine of election. Point to be noted in these subjects that this is not compulsory that whatever insurance subject is there, you may get the questions from these subjects only. You may get certainly the questions from the different subjects as well, but these are the prescribed subject from the BCI that you may have the questions from these subjects in the examinations. In the last year examination, it happened that the examination content was in the form of different case laws, the situations and all, and it was quite tough examination. But if your preparation would be good, then definitely you will crack the examination in no time. Now we should discuss about the case laws. As I mentioned in the previous brief that we already mentioned over here 350 case laws. So I'm not able to explain all the case laws because these are one-liner. You can see how the case laws has been described in the one-liner form. So once you will have any situations including the case laws, then you can easily find it out which case laws relates with this situations. For example, AK Krapak versus UI. UI stands for Union of India. This case laws linked with likelihood of bias. So once you will have any situation which is related to likelihood of bias, then you may mention this case laws, or you would have certainly you would have the options to choose that which case laws relates with which situation, then you may choose this one. Accordingly, alphabetically 350 case laws has been mentioned in this notes, which would be certainly useful for you. Let's proceed for another case laws. These are the case laws like Bachchan Singh and Machi Singh. This is the rare and rarest case of section 302. Then Bar Council of Maharashtra versus MV Dhabholkar. This is the case law related to misconduct would cover any activity which is unprofessional. Misconduct is not restricted by technical interpretation. These are the few cases which has been mentioned in this notes. I am scrolling the notes for your convenience. Either you would like to download the notes, you can download the notes. Either you can just note it down from here, you can note it down or go through the notes and you will come to know that how the one-liner has been mentioned in this one and how it would be beneficial for your preparation. Here is the one case is Dr. Mary versus Dr. Vincent, 1991. The family court have concurrent jurisdiction to pass a decree for dissolution of marriage under the Indian Divorce Act. It was related with that case. Again, Government of NCT Delhi versus Union of India. This case stands for Accountability of Civil Service in the NCT of Delhi. Again, next case is Irfan versus the state of UP. This case is related to dying declaration cannot be the sole basis of conviction. Now, the another important list of cases are from MC Mehta case. There are number of MC Mehta cases are there. Some are from Badkal Lake, some are from Delhi Monuments case, some are from Beas River case, some are from waste and hazardous substances case, some are from children languishing in jail case, child labor case, Taj trapezium case, Delhi master plan case, Delhi Ridge case, hazardous on inherently dangerous activity, toxic gas case, and so on. So you would have a list of all the important cases mostly in this PDF notes, which would help you to prepare for your examination. Another cases are like Mozabir Karamchari Union versus Union of India. That case belongs for constitutionality of section 327 bracket 7 of Companies Act. And another important case is Niharendu Dutt Majumdar versus Emperor. This case is for sedition. Sedition is also an important sections which we need to understand. Then here is the case related to Prahlad Saran Gupta versus Bar Council of India, which related to misconduct case, retention of money. Another case is Ram Sarup Soni versus the State of MP, section 173 CRPC. You may just refer new that criminal manuals which has been changed. As you are aware, CRPC is now changed to Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023, which is BNSS. IPC has been changed to Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, which is BNS. And now Indian Evidence Act has been changed to Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, which is BSA. So now we are moving forward. The another case is Rose versus Millers. This is also a very important cases. You must have heard about these cases during your examination or during the law study. This is for nuisance cases. And another cases is Shreya Singhal versus Union of India, 66A of IT Act 2000-2015. Right to privacy, section 66A IT Act unconstitutional. This has been decided in this case that section 66A IT Act is unconstitutional. Another case is State of Rajasthan versus Vidyavati 1962, which deals with the doctrine of sovereign immunity. Another case is Union of India versus Union Carbide Corporate, that is related to again the famous case, that is Bhopal gas tragedy. Again, the another case is Zair Hussain Khan versus Khurshid Zain 1906. Unless a right of appeal is clearly given by statute, it does not exist. So these were the few case laws which you can go through that one by one, so you will have a correct idea and you will have a guidance about the preparation of the examination. You can also take the printout for the same thing, or you can refer the PDF notes for the same. Now the next topic is legal maxims. So we, as I discussed before, we already mentioned 250 legal maxims over here, like ab extra, it means from outside. Then caveat, what is caveat? So a caution registered with the public court to indicate to the officials that they are not to act in the matter mentioned in the caveat without first giving notice to the caveator. And the legal maxims are the jure, which means of law, Another legal maxims are IDS, that is, it means that is. Another legal maxims are just, it means law or right. Another legal maxims are mens rea, which is a very famous legal maxims. You must know about the same thing, like guilty mind, criminal intent, a guilty knowledge, and willfulness, wrongful purpose, like that. Another important legal maxim is prima facie. Prima facie, it means the on the face of it. Another legal maxim is quasi. Quasi means like or similar. And there are more legal maxims like that. And another important legal maxims is verbatim. Verbatim, it means in exactly the same words as were originally used. So you may refer all the legal maxims for your convenience, and it would be certainly helpful for your examination purpose. Now, there are few abbreviations. Abbreviations are not very much important in this examination, but yes, it would be helpful for you to know the legal terms, like for example ADP, Assistant Director of Prosecution, then defense witness, non-bailable warrant, public prosecutor, like that. So we mentioned 100 approx abbreviations in this notes, so you would be get benefited with that. Important questions, like as I shared before, we already mentioned 600 important questions from the past 10 years examinations. It is very much beneficial for you to go through that, or take a printout, or take a note for the same thing. It would be certainly beneficial for you for your examination preparations. Here are the glance of these notes which you can go through that, and which you can learn about the same thing. Like here it is mentioned about the amendments, when the constitution's amendments has been done, like that. What is the meaning of few words, like if it is mentioned in the question that the meaning of accomplice, it means that it shall be a competent witness against an accused person, like that. What is the meaning of affidavit? Affidavit means upon institution of a suit, a fact shall be proved with. These types of questions are mentioned in this one, which has been asked in previous 10 years, and those are seems important for the preparation of the examinations, which has been mentioned in this note. So hope you would like this note. What one important questions is batna. Batna is usually asked in the ADR, alternate dispute resolutions. In the case of mediations, it used it is used. It means that best alternative to negotiate agreement. In the same way, there are more questions are here, as I mentioned over there, like in the previous discussion, that there are approx 600 questions which I mentioned in this one. So accordingly, you can go through that, or you can download the notes, or you can just note it down and prepare for the bar examinations. It would be certainly beneficial for you. A part of this, I also mentioned few legal terms. Fine. So that legal terms may helpful for you. So you may go through that as well. Before that, you just go through this notes, and you will come to know that how the notes would be beneficial for you, or it would not be beneficial for you. I would request to just mark in the comment that whether it would be beneficial for you or not. So the next topic is legal terms. So there are a few legal terms which you should also know, that is also not a very much important as point of the examination part, but yes, being a lawyer, you should know that. So these were the notes. This document is designed to be your go-to resource as you prepare for the AIB exam. Whether you are revising case laws, legal maxims, or simply brushing up on important legal terms, this PDF has got you covered. सो यह डॉक्यूमेंट आपके AIB परीक्षा की तैयारी के लिए आपका सबसे भरोसेमंद संसाधन बन सकता है, चाहे आप केस लॉ को दोहरा रहे हो, कानूनी सूत्रों का अध्ययन कर रहे हो, या बस महत्वपूर्ण कानूनी शब्दों को ताजा करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो। यह PDF आपकी मदद के लिए तैयार है। सो गेट योर कॉपी नाउ, लिंक इज इन डिस्क्रिप्शन। अभी डाउनलोड करें। डिटेल डिस्कशन ऑन AIB टॉपिक्स, I already tried to do that but as I said that there are already lots of one-liners, legal maxims, abbreviations, and case laws are there. So I didn't just read it out to waste your time. So you just go through that, and you will come to know that whether it would be beneficial for you or not. Don't wait any longer. Download your copy today by clicking the link in the description. Prepare smarter, not harder with our comprehensive AIB notes. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more updates and study tips. Best of luck with your preparation. यदि आपको यह वीडियो उपयोगी लगा तो कृपया लाइक करें, शेयर करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। आपकी तैयारी के लिए शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद।